Coca-Cola. And now let's start talking about macromolecules. Here are the basics. Macromolecules are big molecules, and they are the building blocks for all life. There are four types of macromolecules: carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Macromolecules are made of monomers, which can be strung together into polymers, which are repeating chains of monomers. You can make polymers from monomers through a series of chemical reactions called dehydration synthesis. Dehydration synthesis is a chemical reaction through which two monomers are joined by removing a water molecule. And then on the other hand, if you want to break apart a polymer into many different monomers, there is a chemical reaction called hydrolysis, in which two monomers are separated by adding a water molecule. So now let's start talking about each of the macromolecules. We'll start with carbohydrates. The elements found in carbohydrates are carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and they're often found into 1 to 2 to 1 ratio. The main functions of carbohydrates are that they are a source of quick energy for the body, and they make up cell structures. So, for example, cell walls in plants are made out of cellulose, and cellulose is a carbohydrate. The simplest carbohydrates are sugars, and the monomers of sugars, so the very building blocks of sugars, are called saccharides. The polymers of sugars, which is just many saccharides bonded together through dehydration synthesis, those are called polysaccharides. And each of the bonds between these saccharides are called glycosidic bonds. And on the right here we have an example of the chemical structure of glucose, a very common and famous, I would say, saccharide.